Welcome to the F-Bomb. This is the place where I give you tricks about black and white photography, the darkroom, and the analog world. Today we're going to talk about how to load film onto reels. So the two major reels that are in productions are the classic plastic and the metals. So I'm going to show you the trick on how to use both efficiently. First, we're going to go for the easiest one. So the easiest one is the plastic reel, also the most popular. The main problem with these reels is you never want to have any wetness or humidity on it, because that's when the film is really going to stick to it. So let me show you though, because it's an easy one, and it's probably going to be the first reel you're ever going to use. So at first, the way it works is basically the film will go in, and there's a little ball bearing here. It's going to go in, go around, and once it's in, it's going to be locked in. So you want to make sure that both ball bearings are on the same size. So they're side to side. So usually you have to do this in complete darkness, of course, loading it. So you have to do a few tries out in daylight to make sure that you understand how to do this, and then you'll do this in complete darkness. So they are fairly easy. So you'll take one of these reels and always make sure that this line is parallel to this line and that it's easy. So that when you're in the dark, the way I do it is I put my finger like a toilet roll of paper to toilet paper. You put it like this, and you put your fingers to lock it in, so that you know that these two are sideways. So I do this in the dark so that I know exactly where my ball bearings are. So in the dark, all you have to do is feel where the ball bearings are and that these two are parallel. So once you have the film, of course, make sure that you cut a clean side so that there's no hiccups on the way in. And you'll pull it in. And once it's this way, it already is kind of locked in. So you know that it's been grabbed. And all you have to do is the movement of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until the whole roll of film is actually loaded. How do you move the film? You have two choices. Either you go the anti-clockwise, so, you go clockwise, and then it opens, and then once it's washed and you processed everything, then that's the way you take it out. A few more things about plastic reels is that there's different notches here, you can see. So there's different size of film that you can use them with, so they're a little more versatile. So this is 35 millimeter, and if you want 120, you put it into the last notch, and then you have 120. So here you can do the same thing and load up your 120 and 35. So this is the plastic reels. Chances are you're going to use these. Make sure that after you're done that you clean the inside, because gunk will start building up on these, and so you have to be a little more clean with the plastic reels. So have fun with them. Do practice this in daylight, just with a dummy roll of film like this, and that'll work out for you. Otherwise, we have the metal reels. Now the metal reels, what's nice about them is that they're more economical in the long run. They never break unless you drop them. They take less chemistry, and there's less chance for contamination. So the plastic is porous. Metal, no chemistry will ever seep in. So they're easy to clean. They're super easy to dry. You can throw them in the dryer, and not like a tumble dryer, but like you can use a air dryer on it. Nothing's gonna melt. This is like really resistant to everything. The pain is, it's more of a pain to load. So let me give you the tricks on how to use these. So right here in the middle, let's go on the table here. right here in the middle, most of them have this little tongue that comes down where you're going to put the film right in here and it's going to literally hook up. So the trick with these is you actually have to pinch the film just enough to have the curve, because you're going to need that curve throughout the loading. So you put it into the tongue like this, you push it in, you make sure that you always have this curve. Of course, I'm used to doing this in the dark. There you go. So you have a little bit of a curve, and you want to literally in the back, I have the curve and I have one finger at the bottom to keep the ridge. And then you literally roll it. You see how I still have the curve into my film, and I let it go literally at the gate, and then it loads itself onto the reel. You have to be careful when you're doing this, because if you don't have it right, the film will be touching one to the other and you will lose some frames. So this is the trick for the metal reels. Now taking it off, you just literally pull it off. So again, I'll give you the trick. You curve, you push it in, keep the curve, it didn't grab, but. And you have to know that film is pretty resistant, so you know, pushing it in is not going to hurt it very much. And of course, like, some of the problem with these film reels is the kinking. So anybody who has good eyes probably saw at the beginning I kinked this roll of film, but you have to be more careful, of course, in the darkroom. So this is how you load it up. So of course, like, chances are you're gonna find these everywhere in thrift shops and secondhand stores, and they've been around since, you know, since 35mm was invented. So of course, this is more practical, this is easy, this is like the fast food of film processing, because chances are you're only gonna process a few rolls of film, and it doesn't matter if you use a little more chemistry, just for the easiness of loading the film onto these reels. Make sure they're dry, make sure you've got, you know, a clean edge, make sure your ball bearings are in the same place, and make sure there is ball bearings, because sometimes they go missing and then it's not gonna work. So this is the plastic reel and the classic, the metal wheel. You're gonna use less chemistry, easier to dry. You can do a lot of processing with them. You can go all day with them and never have contamination issues. So thank you for watching, and hope I'll talk to you soon in the next YouTube video we make. Thank you for being here.